Thank you, Christine. Monday mornings on WATD. And that's where we welcome our life coach, Danny Lynn, every Monday morning for her weekly segment, Life Recipes for Success. Well, hello, welcome back.
Hello, good morning, Rob. How are ya?
Doing great. Good to see you. It is a Monday and back after a holiday week.
That's right. It was a long weekend last weekend. 4 days off. Woohoo!
Very nice. Yeah, with the 4th of July. But back to the grind this week.
That's right. It's Monday, which means another life recipe for success.
Time to get moving and motivated. Okay, here. And let's see, what is this week's ingredient?
So this week we're going to talk about the importance of having what I call transitional time.
Transitional time. Okay, explain that.
Okay, so this is really for those individuals that kind of feel like life is a bit like a gerbil wheel, or you just feel like every single day is Groundhog Day. So,
oh boy,
does that
yeah, I think we've either all been there or we're experiencing that now. I want to get on this wheel, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Transitional time is when you actually schedule some time to yourself where you can really let go of what you just did and actually welcome what you're about to do next. Now, transitional time could simply be a matter of a moment or two. It could be a matter of waking up early and spending an hour to yourself with a cup of coffee. The importance is you need to schedule some kind of transitional time when you're actually transitioning from one phase to another phase, from like work to home, from one project where it involves kids to maybe a project where it involves, taking care of the house. Whenever you're transitioning from something to something that's completely different, and you need to be completely different, you need to schedule some time to yourself, whether it be a moment, 5 moments, or an hour. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it does, but I wouldn't have thought about that, I guess.
Right. You wouldn't have thought about that as far as being important, or...
Yeah, but I guess, it is something you need to think about.
Right, because if you don't...
rather than just going something into something?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's important because if you don't take the time to really let go of whatever you just did and welcome the new things, you can kind of start to be agitated because you just feel like you're carrying the weight of what you were just doing. It can kind of lead to annoyance. Maybe you become aggravated, and you can actually become unhappy because you keep going and going and going and going. You don't stop.
And especially, one of the things that I've heard about too is if the thing you were just doing was either negative feelings, or maybe you're very stressful, or if you just come from work,
right,
and then to go right into a home situation is you're bringing that bad energy into the next situation.
Right.
And that's not fair to the other people that you're around. They're all of a sudden like, what's wrong with you? You got to have that downtime.
Exactly. So
maybe while you're stuck in traffic.
Oh gosh. Well,
okay.
that's
Forget about that. All right.
But examples of transitional time are simply, like I said, scheduling some time in the morning when you just have a half-hour cup of coffee by yourself before you go to work. Yeah. Or maybe if you're on your way to wherever you're going, sit in your car, finish out that song. My sister suggested that. She goes, sometimes I just finish out the song because it allows me to really let go of the car ride and jump into whatever I have to do. And it's just about completing what you're just doing and actually welcoming the next thing. So the importance of transitional time is it allows you to make better decisions.
Oh, okay. That's important.
Because when you make decisions in haste and you're not really thinking about what's going on because you just keep going and going, you're not making very good decisions.
No.
Makes sense?
That makes sense.
And it increases your positive attitude, like you just said.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, which is good. It helps you have greater present moment awareness. We've talked about this before. The more you're presently aware and you're aware of what's going on right then and there, the more you're apt to be happy.
Hey, that makes sense. That's a good thing.
Last but not least, the importance of transitional time is it increases your energy because, again, you're going to be able to have more energy to give to what you're doing right then and there.
Excellent. I like it. So remember transition time, right?
Transition time. And it's just a matter of scheduling a little bit of time in between doing task to task or day to day. Take a deep breath in and release whatever you had done before. Maybe even be grateful for the day. If you had a good day, say thanks so much for a great day. Just take a deep breath in and welcome what's coming next. So your homework this week is schedule some transitional time. I know it's a little odd as far as an ingredient goes, but give it a shot. Do this whole week and see what happens and see how you'll be as far as your mood goes.
I like that. I like that idea about finishing the song because that kind of makes sense. When you pull up somewhere and everybody, sometimes you can just sit there for a while, right, and listen to the rather than just shut off and jump out to the next thing.
How does that sound?
All right, little transition time. So try to incorporate that into your life and see how it works out for you.
That's right. I'm Danny Lynn, reminding you to sprinkle your life with a little success.
Life.